Hello, my Aloha tribe, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective. Oh, I have a hair up here that's just... Oh. Some days they cooperate, some days it doesn't. So, anyways, good morning, happy Friday, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are that you are watching. Yeah, I usually don't get political on these things. Good morning, Eileen. But if everyone could just send some good vibes out to like the Ukraine, that would be great. I know that's all I'm going to say about it. I know. And that's not where I want to go for all this stuff. But, I do want to acknowledge it, and I do want to send out the good vibes and the good juju. So before I get to all the cards and decks today, I thought I'd start with some mindful messages really quick. Up and out. To heal the parts of me that feel hurt, I must feel every emotion. It has to come up to come out. I don't try to push my feelings away. I sit with them and feel them as I release them. We did a lot of that yesterday, sitting with feelings and releasing them. That was rough yesterday, and yet it was spectacularly healing. But like it says, up and out, right? Which is funny that it says that, because I actually use that term quite a bit, up and out. Got to get it up and out to make it happen and make it work. Sorry, I'm looking for my Kleenex. Oh, every time I hit live, it's like whoosh. It doesn't help that our weather's been a little crazy here. It's like hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. So my my sinuses don't know what to do. So anyways, up and out. New adventures. Today I open myself to new adventures. I go out and do something I've been holding back from. I move through the fear rather than let it control me. I trust my intuition and I follow my desires. Go out there and do whatever. I'll tell you, I heard about an app the other day, and I wish I could figure out what it was called, but if you Google it, I'm sure you will find it. But it was an app about just kind of, it takes you anywhere. It doesn't tell you where it's taking you. It just, I guess you put in how far you're willing to drive, and it just takes you to random places, right? It's almost like a midnight drive, but with guidance. Good morning, older sibling. But it's the weekend. Good morning, baby sibling. So have an adventure, right? Recharge. If anybody's having ailments or whatever right now, or just feeling kind of blah, it's probably your body telling you it's time to recharge. So I invite magic into my life always. Every day I grow my connection to this earth. If I am ever feeling low, I simply step outside and appreciate the natural miracles in this life. Being in nature lifts my spirits and recharges my energy. Get some vitamin D. Go stand outside, even if just for a few minutes. Follow my joy. Today I will write down 10 things I enjoy doing, the things that make me feel good and raise my mood. Then I'll pick one for as many as I feel guided to, and go do it. So when I'm having fun and enjoying life, I'm in a state of allowing for all that I desire. When you are out there enjoying life, when you're out there just doing whatever it is you're supposed to be doing, you actually do open the flow, okay? Because you're not just like a little plug in the drain, right? You're actually you're the water swirling everywhere. So good morning, Charlie. So follow your joy. All right. Again, for everybody coming on, Monday through Friday is when we do topics. Friday is Aloha Friday and Oracle Friday. So that's when we just do all the fun stuff, right? The hard part about it is, though, the person that actually inspired this has been so busy that they haven't been able to watch in several weeks. So to my friend Sammy, thank you for inspiring Oracle Friday. What I eat fuels me. I eat the best foods accessible to me. I infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating, visualizing the nutrients I'm consuming and the love that went into growing and preparing this food. That must be for me, because I have been craving a hamburger like you would not believe. It's just my body's probably saying, please don't. So there you have that. Now, that's just that one. I do want to pull a Rebel deck card, because it's been... emotionally, I think a lot of people have been going through a lot, but now we have a lot going on in the world. So let's just pick something fun to kind of just wrap our heads around for a little bit. The Rebel deck is just, it's hilarious. Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. Okay, so don't talk to anyone, don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone, and you know why. The other the other one, stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up, you're missing some cool shit. So that's easier said than done sometimes, but it is just, it's for fun, and if it resonates, it resonates. Now, excuse me. My throat has been trying to block up on me today, so I do apologize for that. Only because, I don't know, it's almost like something doesn't want me to get messages out today. But we are going to, anyways, I and all my spirits that I've called in for this are going to do this for you anyway. However, disclaimer, as always, before I start, if the cards resonate with you, it could be for you, or it may be guiding you. Most likely it probably is for you. But, oh, good morning, Landon. I'm sorry, Auntie just saw that. But yeah, if the cards resonate with you, it is probably for you. If it sort of resonates with you, maybe it's trying to guide you towards the answer that you are looking for. If you have to think about it and it's not an aha moment in your head when you hear it, it is probably not for you. Okay. And I say that because a lot of times we can sit there and drive ourselves freaking nuts trying to make something fit that does not belong to us. Okay. So I really like to make that clear that if it does not resonate, just keep moving. Sometimes you're going to get messages, sometimes you're not. But that's why I always say on Thursday, if you're looking for a message, just kind of, put it out there and hopefully, tell your guide, send it to Shelly, and hopefully you'll get it. I did pull the Healing Yourself cards because yesterday was a bit of a doozy of a perspective. I'm still not sure how I'm feeling after it. I mean, I don't feel, Auntie wasn't shocked because I did not see you on until after I read the potty mouth card. So sorry. I should have known though. I literally woke up thinking this morning that Landon is probably going to be nearby listening, and then I totally forgot. So, sorry for my potty mouth. I'm sorry for my potty mouth. I love that kid. I do. Subtle hints in my But anyways, yeah, so yesterday was a pretty rough perspective, and I only say that because there was a lot of rambling. He's laughing. I love that kid. I have awesome nephews. But yeah, it was pretty rough yesterday, so I thought I'll put a healing card because I actually heard from a few people after the perspective yesterday that have had similar issues, and it's kind of like, whoa. So, oh my gosh, it's the self-love card again. We got this one last week. My brain is still a little frazzled, but I'm not going to apologize for reading from the book anymore. One of the things I also do is I give you my perspective on the card, and then I also read the from the book because I think it helps people to get more clarity. The messages I come out with may not necessarily be for everybody. So if I read the book, it may actually be what somebody else might need to hear. Okay, so this is interesting. This is self-love. Last night I opened up something that I brought home from work a long time ago that I have not looked into. I know it's been some time because it was just sad and it made me sad. And actually I found a lot of my little Lego figurines in there and my little Groot, right? So I don't, excuse my mess over there. I'm still trying to organize my little tiny itty bitty 4x4 foot office space. But I found something taped to the top of the inside of the can. It was like a little can with a handle. I think candies or something was in it. It says self-love is about embracing who you were meant to be. So yesterday, part of what we talked about was how a lot of what we wanted to do was stifled, how it could be stifled, how, when somebody just wants the best for you, they don't see that they might be hindering you instead of helping you. So I really love that. And I actually hashtagged it, funny enough. I wrote down the hashtag and everything. Self-love is about, what did I just say? Embracing. Sorry, I have a light in my eye. Self-love is about embracing who you are meant to be, who you were always meant to be. So just, go with the flow. Okay, go with the flow. I know sometimes it can be hard, but don't be afraid of embracing that person inside you and embracing all the things that you've wanted to do with your life, okay? So take time out to get to know yourself and what works for you in this particular cycle of your life. Ta-da! Some of the biggest obstacles to self-love are self-criticism and perfectionism, which lead to harsh judgment of the self, closing down, and eventually illness. Have you been trying to compete with others, get approval from people in your family, or simply pushing yourself too hard? You can tell I just read this last week and didn't actually pay attention because I'm like, wow, I am a little mind blown at the moment. The part where it says get approval from people in your family. One of the things I talked about yesterday was my inability to move on was because I constantly needed validation. And instead of giving it to myself, okay. Sorry, I was reading a comment. I get it. Okay, so this card is dedicated to you, kiddo, because Auntie has the same problem. And Auntie's had the same problem long before you were born. I was in shape, I was skinny, I had muscles, I was very fit, and I still had trouble with liking my body. But self-love is an amazing, amazing thing. I actually love myself now. It's a work in progress every day, and it really is. It's not always easy, but one of the first things I try to do when I wake up in the morning is just to tell myself I love myself exactly as I am in this moment. In fact, it's funny that came up because there's, I told you I can see my screen, my little wallpapers in the background, and it says, these are the two cards that popped up. Loving others is easy when I love and accept myself, and my heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others, and others love me. So my heart is open. I allow my love to flow freely. I love myself. I love others, and others love me. Okay, so let's see. Have you been trying to compete with others, or let's add this to this, or have you been pushing yourself too hard, or have you been competing with yourself? Are you competing with an idea of yourself that you think there should be, right? So here, let's go. If so, you need to soften and start listening to your body. Focus on keeping your heart open and practice acknowledging and recognizing the good in yourself and others. This card beckons you to breathe love in and out every moment of the day. Ask yourself, what changes do I need to make to my daily routine so that the love can pulsate through every breath, action, and relationship I engage in? So here's the interesting part. People are always going to struggle. There's always going to be someone struggling with their body image, right? And even baby sibling has been telling him that he needs self-love. Self-love can be hard, but believe it or not, it's not as hard as we make it. Sometimes we have, yes, I will. Sorry, this is what happens on lives, okay? We talk back and forth. But yes, I will. I will take a screenshot of the picture and the page for him because there is an action at the end. So let's see, what changes do I need to make to my daily routine so that love can pulsate through every breath, action, and relationship I engage in? Choose to open your heart through softness, deep breathing, relaxation, movement, finding beauty in nature, in your home, in your pain, in your love, in your sadness, in prayer, etc. Keep your heart open even though it makes you feel vulnerable and exposed. Action. This week is your opportunity to learn to receive. Anytime anyone says something nice to you or offers to help you, take a deep breath, thank them, and accept. You need to find something loving or nurturing to do for yourself. This could be a massage, a healing treatment, or a movie. Ooh, have a movie night, right? With a friend or your family. Every time you look in the mirror, repeat. Okay, every time you look in the mirror, repeat, I am lovable. Do this every day until you really believe it. I am lovable. Every time you pass a mirror, okay? I know there's a mirror going into your room, so I am lovable. I am loved, I am loving. So you can even add those on if you want to. I may be biased, but I don't think so. My nephew is very, very handsome. Okay, that's from Auntie Shelly Kid. So, that's right. So, anyways, all right, let's move forward here. Ooh, how about the universe has your back? We haven't done that one in a while. So, let's see. What do you have to tell us now today? Whoa. I was just like, look at me now. I usually try to give these a shuffle through 3 times, which I think gives everybody the opportunity to kind of put out there, hey, I need an answer for something. And if nothing comes out, we just move to the next deck. But we do have a card sitting there waiting to be looked at. Now we have 2. So let's see. Let me just put those back in there. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. Okay, there you go. That's a pretty card. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. I am here to get closer to love. I think sometimes we forget that, right? It's just, what do some people call it? A meat cage? But truly it is. What lives on forever is our spirit, is our soul, is, you know, this is my belief. If you don't agree, that's okay. All right. I'm just putting this out there. But you are a spirit having a human experience. And, you know, sometimes it is about getting closer to love. Some people actually look at Earth as being kind of like the school planet. You know, like, this is where I come to learn things so my soul can, you know, move in a billion directions, brighter, fuller, more complete. Okay, so remember, I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love, even self-love. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. Love seems to be our theme today, but that could be because next week is March, right? I mean, we got one more work day in February, and poof, it's March. Where'd this year go? Seriously. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. Okay, so that was a good one. I really like that one. Oh, what should we do next? You know, I have the Enchanted Unicorn Oracle deck because I love that one. But you know what? Let's do Messages from the Angels. I don't think I've used that card in a while, or that deck. So let us see. What does everybody need to hear? What does everybody need to hear? Maybe they have no messages for us today. Okay, what does somebody need to hear from the angels? It says on the front what your angels want you to know. I don't think they want us to know anything right now. They're probably busy. All right, well, you know what? 3 cards keep kind of getting caught up in there, and I'm not sure if they're the same 3, so maybe that's that. Let's see what we got. Oh, they're actual angels. So, Adriana, I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. Good morning, T. So, Adriana says that. She says, I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. So, if you're having not weird dreams, but if you're having vivid dreams, a lot of times there are messages in these things, and you know, sometimes they're crazy. I mean, believe it or not, since I had my conversation yesterday, I haven't had weird dreams about my mom and my grandma since. You know, I had these dreams where I felt like I was disappointing them, where I wasn't good enough, and I know that wasn't true. I know they both loved me fiercely. You know, I know my mom loved me fiercely. I mean, God, I was an only child, but you know, like I said, sometimes parents overstep in trying too hard, which also might explain why I overstep. So I guess in a way I can also see where she was coming from, but it was something I needed to heal, and I think I healed it, because last night was just weird, strange dreams. So anyways, we have heard your prayers, and we are glad that you asked us to help you. As you may know, we can help only if you request assistance. The way that we angels answer your prayers is by giving you guidance that will lead you to take the steps towards your higher self's will. Notice repetitious thoughts and feelings or vivid visions, dreams, or auditory messages. These are my loving messages urging you to take action or make changes. I will make sure that you are safe while you follow this divine guidance. Together, we will work to co-create your answered prayers. I was talking about yesterday how music, I get messages through music. I know, right? Some random song might play and it'll be like, I have never heard that song before. And then you listen to it. The other day, I think it was Monday, I had woken up from a horrible, horrible dream. And then I was just I was doing a lot of shadow work on this whole mom thing. And my friend in our list, our group list, sent a song. And she's like, oh my God, you guys, this song, it's great. You got to listen to it. Made me think of you. And wow, it was called Healing. So see, it can be so random, but if you keep your eyes open to the signs, you will see them. Okay, and sometimes if you don't keep your eyes open, the signs will hit you upside the head. Maybe not literally, but definitely figuratively. I also get messages through movies and TV shows. You know, you can watch the same thing over and over and over again, and then all of a sudden you hear something, you're like, oh my God, that resonates today. And it may be the answer you're looking for. You have to keep your ears, eyes, and heart open to hearing the message from wherever it might be, right? I mean, look what we were talking about today about when people have trouble liking their body. These cards come up randomly. They come up randomly. So it was meant to be that this was meant to be heard today. Okay. Yvonne. Ooh, she holding a kitty. She holding a kitty cat. That's so cute. You have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. Oh, I miss some of my babies. Well, actually, I miss all my babies. But my Riley was my very first fur baby, and my heart still hurts a lot. So, all the animals whom you have ever loved continue to be with you like guardian angels. Your love for them keeps these animals at your side forever. Your pets in heaven are happy, spiritually healthy, and playful and affectionate. Your pets on earth are surrounded by angels who bestow miracles upon you and them. In many ways, the animals act as angels for you and your loved ones. You are someone who truly appreciates the angelic qualities of these animals. A lot of people mock service animals or even comfort animals. Believe it or not, there is some comfort and joy to be found in a fur baby. And, you know, I mean, I remember when people would say, oh my God, you call them fur babies. Yeah, I do. Okay. Because they are my babies. And, there's no shame in that. There's seriously no shame in that. But I know that sometimes when we lose a pet or we see them getting older, it does get hard. So for those of you who are going through that or have just been through that, or maybe are about to go through that, or sending your fur baby over, or sending, you know, could be a water baby over the Rainbow Bridge, just know that they are taken care of. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear that, but whoever you are out there, they are taken care of. I know that doesn't take away the pain. I know that doesn't take away the grief and the sadness, but just know that they are there with you and will be there with you when you need them. So if you feel that weird wispy on your leg and you're like, you look down and nothing's there, it could be them. It could be them just saying, hey, I'm here. Okay. And I just want you to feel better. I have actually had that happen. Okay. I have actually fallen asleep and felt a kitty cat come lay on the bed, and I was like, oh, okay. And then realized my door's closed, because all the cats sleep with my sister in her room. But yeah, so I have felt that magic, and I know who it was. So just if you can, be open to that. All right. Here's the last message from the angels. Sonia. That's a pretty looking purple, isn't it? It's like a lavender. I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. What is this? Okay, I bring you a message from your okay, so we've gone from fur babies to people. Let me start again. Bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Again, everything I just said, it can be hard. Okay. Grief, it is a process. Grief is a work in process. You cannot go up to someone and say, feel better. Okay. One day people, people just grieve, they grieve, they grieve, and then one day they wake up and all of a sudden it's like, I don't have that weird feeling, that anchor feeling anymore. What is happening? That means you're healing. But all that time you've been healing. Sometimes it just takes a while for us to see it. It's like planting a seed, right? It's not going to grow overnight. It might not even sprout overnight. But you've planted it, and now you have to nurture it and allow it to grow. That's the same with grieving. You have to nurture it and allow it to take its course in whatever way it's going to do. Don't hang on to feelings that you know you've let go of. I know that's hard. I've done that for so many years because I thought, how can I move forward without somebody that I cared about? If I don't have this pain in my heart, that means I'm forgetting them. It doesn't mean you're forgetting them. What it means is that you're healing and doing exactly what they want you to do, is move forward. Move forward with their memory. You're not moving on. Moving on means you're leaving everything behind. It means you're saying, nope, I'm done with you. Moving forward means that you're healing and you're carrying this beautiful memory with you, but also realizing that life changes and it's going to continue to change. And, you just kind of have to go with the flow. You have to learn how to just ride the tide, Moving forward like I said, moving forward does not mean that you did not care about that person, that you did not absolutely 100% love that person. It just means that they are telling you it's time to look forward now and to stop looking back. Carry their memories. If you talk about them, you laugh about it. I mean, just last night, older sibling and I were talking about my mom because we were watching Young Sheldon. He was standing in front of the refrigerator and they were showing all different parents around the world, right? Like, shut the refrigerator door, you're wasting money. And I remember telling her, I said, my mom would literally say, close the door, you're letting all the mothballs out. And we're both like, mothballs, those belong in closet. My mom would take different phrases and sayings and she would just kind of make them her own. Okay. I think she meant ping pong balls, just the figurative, whatever, the idea of it. But I think she meant ping pong balls, but she would say mothballs. So it was just kind of funny. But this is what I'm talking about. I've healed that part of me that carried the pain from my very complicated relationship with my mom. And now I feel like even though she's not here physically, I know she's here with me spiritually. And I know that now we can, even though it's a very unusual relationship because my mom has passed away, I am forming a bond with her the way I had always wanted to form a bond with her. The way that we were for the last 10 years of her life, just fun, happy-go-lucky, crazy memories, saying dumb things and laughing at it, getting puns wrong, getting just regular everyday throwaway comments wrong. She was funny. Her and Sissy could not get these. You had to explain jokes a lot of times, depending on what kind they were, like the sausage jokes. But also they kind of made up their own little phrases and terms that, people just kind of like little throwaway comments that people make. They made up their own or they would confuse them. So it was absolutely perfect. So again, let's see. Your heart has been heavy with grief and I'm here to reassure you. I am a guardian angel to your deceased loved one. And excuse me, I want you to know that there is no reason for you to worry. Your loved one is very happy and has adjusted to the transition very well. There is no anger or upset directed toward you, only love and understanding. You have done nothing wrong, dear one, so please don't blame yourself in any way. You did everything that you could, and your loved one has asked me to share this appreciation with you. I feel like my mom is talking to me right now. And I know I'm healed because I don't want to cry. It just really makes me feel warm inside. And I also know personally that I think this message is also going to somebody else. Not just me, but somebody I know personally. And I also think this message is for a lot of people out there. There's a reason the pet one came up and there's a reason this one came up. I almost did not pull this deck this morning. Okay, I almost did not pull this deck this morning. I thought, nobody wants that. But then I thought, no, I kept hearing in my head, you need to use this deck today. 3 cards kept coming up, right? Every time I shuffled, there were 3 stuck at the top. I am convinced these were all the same cards saying, hey, just pull us. We're here. All right, so you and your loved one still share great love between your souls. That love could never die. Although you miss your loved one's physical presence, you have already connected spiritually in your dreams, as well as through feeling, hearing, smelling, or seeing your loved one's essence. Your loved one is alive as you are, even more alive in many ways. Relieved of earthly cares or bodily pains, your loved one is freer and happier now. As soon as you complete your life's purpose and it is time to make the transition, you will be reunited in each other's arms. In the meantime, please know that your loved one is with you often and that the angels surround you continuously. So, life is going to keep evolving. You're going to keep evolving. If you've lost someone and you're ready to move on, it's okay to move on. Okay, when my mother passed away, my mother had cancer. She had pancreatic cancer, and she basically had 4 months to live, because she was diagnosed at her terminal stage. But within less than a year, my dad had decided, I'm going to start dating. And I don't know if it's because he didn't want to be alone or what, but you know what? People kind of shifted their eyes at him. And I looked at him and I told him, the only person whose opinion you should be worried about is mine. And I give whatever you do my blessing. I said, you don't need my blessing, but I give it to you anyways, because I just want him to be happy. I know how much he loved my mom. They were married for 47 years. Okay? They were married for 47 years, had 6 good years child-free, but they were married for 47 years. In fact, I was thinking about it this year and I was like, holy cow. My parents would have been married for 55 years this year. And she's like, ooh, mind blown. But I know how much he loved her. And I know how much she loved him. And I know that's what she would want for him. So sometimes I just, I was okay with it. I was surprisingly okay with it. In fact, just as a quick story, when he went to tell me, he's like, I just wanted to tell you that, and he was kind of stumbling over it, that I met somebody on a dating site. And he's all, and I don't care, and then he gets defensive. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you like it or not. This is my life, blah, 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 blah. And I just looked at him and he's all, why are you so quiet? And I just said, because I can't believe you've only been single for like 5 or 6 months and you already have a date before I do. And so I told him, I said, do you want to try that again and not guess what my reaction is going to be? So he was just as surprised that I was okay with it. But you know what? Like I said, it's my father's life. I know he loved my mother. I can't worry about every single thing he does because I want him to be happy. He's still got a lot of life left to live. So let's see. What does the New Orleans deck have? I like the New Orleans deck. This deck was born out of, I will say, trauma and tragedy. It happened and came to fruition after Hurricane Katrina, that I think it kind of started going through its creation phase, the woman that created it. So let's see. Okay, one more shuffle. Do you have anything to tell us? Okay, well, wait. There was a card right there that just kind of wanted to pop out, so I think that might just be it. Make a wish! Make a wish! I think that's a pendulum in a frame of water. I have no idea, but make a wish. Or maybe it's a magic wand. It's a magic wand, right? So, make a wish. What do you wish for? What do you want to bring into your life? What great things do you want to happen? It's time to make a wish. This card is shown up in your reading because it's time to let go and let the universe guide you. You have thought every thought. You have done all that's within your power for the moment. Sit back and imagine your desire without restrictions. Allow yourself to feel what it would be like to fully experience the one thing you most hope for. Give gratitude for yourself and your angels for helping to manifest that which is for your highest good. That one resonates. So, make your wish. Okay, so here, make your wish. Know the universe has your back, all right? And let it happen. Just let it happen. If you hold on to things too tight, you are going to stifle it and it is not going to work. So just every time a scary thought comes up or an icky thought comes up, replace it. Okay, before you start all that, Try to come up with something that makes you feel joyous every day. Could be a picture of your family, could just be a mental picture of you. Maybe you're out doing something you love, surfing, writing, sitting on the beach, hiking, just going out for a drive. Imagine those things. So whenever those creepy thoughts come up, imagine those things and imagine that you're living that now. Okay, that's how manifestations work. So this is my favorite. The Enchanted Unicorn Oracle deck. Oh, all right. I keep hearing in my head, go with the healing fairies first. Or healing with the fairies. So remember, or not remember, because you may be new. If you are new, don't worry about where the message comes from. Worry about how, we're just focus on the message. Don't worry, period. Don't worry. Don't focus on where the message is coming from. Focus on the message, okay? Focus on the message. So, is there a message? One more shuffle. You told me to pull the fairy deck, so what do the fairies have to say? Oh, quite a bit. Chatty little boogers. So, let's see. I'll go with this one first. Positive expectations. Positive expectations. This is basically saying what the last card said. Make a wish, but keep yourself open to positive expectations. Have positive expectations. Okay, focus on positive expectations. Expect the best because you deserve the best, right? And if you don't focus on the best, you're going to keep going in a circle and not receiving everything you want to receive. Keep up your hopes, dreams, affirmations, visualizations, and prayers as they will be wonderfully manifested right now. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle occurs. I'm famous for quitting like 2 minutes before the miracle occurs. So don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle occurs. You've planted the seeds of manifestation with your positive thoughts and emotions. Yet, you may be discouraged. Okay, or occasionally because you are... All right, let me try that again. Yet, you may be discouraged occasionally because you aren't seeing immediate results. You start to have pessimistic thoughts and wonder whether your faith is unjustified. Hold on to your faith, though. Although your manifestation is taking longer than you'd hoped, it is coming to you. You certainly don't want to cancel or cloud your manifestation with miscreations that come from negative thoughts. This one also resonates. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. At your earliest convenience, go outside in nature. Even a backyard or small park will do. Mentally converse with your friends, the fairies, or your source or higher power. They are absolute experts at manifestation. Tell them about your doubts, fears, and disappointments, as well as your hopes and dreams. Ask them to help you release any negativity you may have and feel them surround you with healing, love, and light. For those that get tripped up on the term fairies, they are also referred to as nature angels. So little tiny angel, guardian angels, okay? Affirmation. I am safe, confident, and secure. I feel joyful about my future. I feel joyful about my future. I feel very joyful about my future. I was just talking to baby sibling this morning that I was struggling so hard yesterday to journal because nothing was coming out. I think I squeezed everything out. I think I may actually be healed. But I've been proceeding cautiously, but in a very optimistic way but this morning after she told me, she's like, I think that means maybe you're done. I was coming up with, no, I'm being cautiously optimistic. Then I decided to go, no, I'm just going to embrace this for exactly what it is in this moment, right? In this moment. So here's the next one. Look inside yourself. Ooh, it's all green and looks all kind of St. Patrick's-y, right? That's coming up next month. Look inside yourself. You've been trying to find satisfaction through outside sources such as material possessions or relationships. You're also looking for help from other people. They ask you to look within for the answers you need. Look within, look within. Sometimes when you feel empty, your first reaction is to try and fill up the emptiness by acquiring something or someone. You may fall in the trap of thinking, I'll be happy if or when I have a new lover, an advanced degree, a better wardrobe, etc. Okay, those were in parentheses, but basically saying if you have something. It's like emotional eating, right? I emotionally eat to fill a void. but I've actually been better at that. So no more voids. So, hopefully I'll be able to get the emotional eating under control now that they've got all the healing out of the way. So, I need to feel the emotion, not feed the emotion. But this is kind of the same idea. Sometimes you may fall into the trap of thinking I'll be happy if, okay? Then when you get the new acquisition, you only feel satisfied for a little while. The fairies remind you that the only source of true fulfillment is by connecting with your spirit within. Have a mental conversation with your creator and feel yourself filled with divine love. The same holds true if you're searching for answers from outside authorities. Now, there's nothing wrong with seeking counsel from wise friends, especially if their advice echoes what you know to be true. But perhaps you've been asking your friends, mentors, or psychics for solutions, and you feel confused by conflicting advice. So if everyone is telling you different solutions, you'll need to meditate on what your inner guidance is telling you. On a much smaller personal level, whenever I get conflicting information in my own life, whether I do some meditation work or not meditation work, if I'm just kind of asking myself out loud, what about this, what about that, what about this sign, what about that sign, but I know the answer, baby sibling will actually just tell me, I'm getting bananas. And bananas, I think, is supposed to be like your bananas. It's like you already have the answer. Why do you keep trying to find it from everyone else? A lot of times it's what we do. We have the answer within us. We know it's in there. We may have even meditated on it and found that answer. But we don't trust ourselves enough to believe it. So we start asking all these outside sources, and they start giving you all different kinds of answers. When that happens, just think of a bunch of bananas. Seriously. Because what it's telling you is that what you know is right for you is in here. There are going to be times when you're not sure, when you're legitimately not sure. And you're probably going to get, say you ask 5 friends, 4 out of the 5 might tell you all the same thing, maybe differently in different words, but they'll be telling you the same thing. And that 5th person just may be like, I don't know. What do you think? They may be the person telling you to go back within or to listen to the other 4, because what they're telling you does all resonate together. But again, if it's all different kind of answers, it could just be that your guides are telling you you're bananas. You just need to go back and believe yourself and trust yourself. Trust your spidey instincts, okay? So the affirmation for that one is, I have great beauty and light inside of me right now. I tap into all of the knowledge of the universe. That's exciting. Problem solved. That feels like a validation card. Problem solved. Let's see. What does problem solved have to say for us today? An issue that's been bothering you is being healed behind the scenes. The solution is creative, ingenious, and is a joyous surprise for you. Ooh, that sounds exciting. You're on the cusp of experiencing welcome relief from a problem that's been bothering you. The fairies want you to know that you have reason to smile, as heaven is working on a solution that is so creative that you'll chuckle with delight at God's, or your source, your higher power's sense of humor. Basically, it's a win-win for everyone. Yeah, I'm not sure what joke they're playing on me right now, but it's not funny. I'm just kidding. I'm making it personal now. Anyways, sorry. You'll soon be receiving good news, such as the healing of a strained relationship, an unexpected financial resource, a resolved health issue, a happy addition to your home, a new career opportunity, or a romantic proposal. Please don't strain to figure out how this solution will be achieved or in what form it will manifest. Instead, let yourself enjoy feelings of excitement and gratitude as you allow heaven to help you. The affirmation for that is, I ask that all effects of mistakes and misunderstandings be undone, both in the past and present. I need to keep that affirmation for myself. But, focus on the what and the how will happen. I learned that in a Jack Canfield seminar. So focus on the what and the how will happen. Don't try to make the how happen. Okay? Because if you keep trying to make the how happen, you're going to keep shooting yourself in the foot. Baby sibling has been trying to teach me this for I don't know how long, and I keep trying to make the how happen, and I keep shooting myself in the foot. And now I am so far behind the 8 ball, as I've mentioned before, that it's just kind of like, seriously? So sometimes it really does all come down to trust. So try to find that trust, okay? Try to have that trust within you. And even though it's not happening right away, just remember, it's like we said, right? It's like a seed. You got to nurture it. You got to plant it. You got to believe that it's going to grow. And if you love it and take care of it, it will. If you worry about it, you're going to kill it because you're going to overwater it. You're going to give it too much sun or not enough sun. And it's not going to turn out well. Okay. So let me shuffle this one more time. I've already had quite a few cards come out. So I don't know. These are not short cards to read, but they're still fun. So let's see. Number 1, Flowerful, Sweet and Gentle Power. Sweet and Gentle Power. Yes, this is the Enchanted Unicorn deck because I love it. They make me so happy. This deck just makes me happy. I saw a woman using it on Facebook in what group I belong to. And it took me a while to figure out which deck it was because I did ask, but there were so many comments. I don't think she ever saw it. But when I found it, I was so excited. The Blossom card is my favorite. Flowerful, the gorgeous purple-blue borage flower? Borage flower? I don't know. Is also known as starflower because of its 5 distinct points. A hardy herb, its honey-like flavoring is often used in salads or as a garnish for cocktails. Ooh, cocktails. Despite its sweet taste and appearance on a metaphysical level, borage, I don't know how to say that, is a warrior plant. Ooh, a warrior plant. Fostering courage, strength, and confidence. Okay, let's go be warriors. This unicorn appears when the time is right to fight an unjust situation. Do not turn a blind eye or let something unfair happen because you've been led to believe that's just the way things are. This situation requires action. However, Flowerful does not condone violence or bitterness or the need to be right at any cost. It means using your words to negotiate tricky situations. It means respecting kindness and working at an energetic level to produce the best outcome for everyone. This unicorn encourages speaking up when you or others have been treated unjustly. Life isn't always fair, but being treated with prejudice can leave people feeling undervalued, unimportant, and as if they don't belong. This card appears when you can do something about this mistreatment instead of just accepting it as part of your life. Your actions can stop unfair behavior from happening again. Your bravery may even set a precedent to ensure fairness, equality, and inclusiveness in an organization or a business. The keywords for this card are kindness, respect, loyalty, and honesty. Always choose these qualities above all others when dealing with unfairness. Use your power in a sweet and gentle way to resolve conflict. Be rational, factual, and calm when stating your case, and be persistent. Ask your guides and angels for advice on the best way to handle an unfair or unjust situation and be assured that help is on its way. If you feel like you're in this situation, I'm thinking global right now, but again, I don't want to politicize this. Send the good vibes towards it. You know, if you are struggling and you do feel like you're in a situation where you have to step up and be the warrior, it happens. It does happen. There were times in my previous job where I had to step up and kind of just say, hey, you know what? It's not as rosy and cheeky as you think it is here. So, you know, you need to kind of look. Was I heard? No, I was not. But I have heard from various sources that my presence is deeply missed. So, you know, sometimes wrong decisions are made and it happens and you just got to live with the consequences. But I know that what I did was right. I know that by speaking up and trying to shed light, even on mental health, see, it's trying to stop me from talking, even shedding a light on mental health was very important because you can sit there and pretend to be the most prayerful, perfect person in the world, but when you're unable to see what is right in front of you, you have to you have to take a step back and start asking yourself, am I doing enough? Sometimes you just have to fight for yourself, okay? But it is not a bad thing to step up for other people as well. So just pick your battles carefully, all right? Let's see, what's the next one? Anahata. I have no idea if I just said that right. Love without judgment. Anahata. Let's see if I read that right. They're throwing some big words, big little words at me today. Let's see. Anahata. Love without judgment. Oh, it's lettuce. At first sight, the lettuce might not seem to be the obvious choice for a beautiful bouquet, but its gorgeous pearly green leaves have their own beauty reminiscent of the color of the heart chakra. It is such a versatile plant in both the culinary and medicinal worlds. The humble lettuce is excellent for brain health, reduces anxiety, and supports healthy sleep. On a metaphysical level, lettuce encourages love and compassion. There are all kinds of lettuce, though, so I guess go with the greenest one. Anahata is the Indian Sanskrit word for the heart chakra, meaning unstruck or unbeaten. It is located in the center of your physical heart and lungs. The heart, like my visuals, the heart always seeks unity, peace, and inclusiveness. Its keywords are kindness, generosity, and respect for all living things. This kind of goes with the last card, doesn't it? The Anahata unicorn welcomes an opening of the heart, especially in a situation where you may be tempted to close it down. Someone may have hurt you or made you angry, and your first instinct is to hurt them back. Anahata asks you to imagine what you would say to this person if you knew they only had one day left on this earth. You may find your ire softens and you are more likely to forgive them. You may begin to focus on all their positive qualities and their innate goodness. These beautiful thoughts will lighten your heart, bring compassion, and help ease the burden of stuck and heavy emotions. Perhaps you are someone who is easily hurt and feel the keen sting of others' behaviors more than you should. The following visualization will help. Okay, well, since that's in the comments right up above or in the actual text, let's read it. The unicorns bring you this meditation to teach your heart resilience. Take 3 very deep breaths and imagine a beautiful green crescent moon curved around your heart chakra. The points of this moon arc up to each shoulder, while the thickest part of the crescent creates a beautiful glowing shield that protects your heart and makes it resilient and strong. Carry a rose quartz crystal with you and keep it close to your heart area, thinking of this radiant green crescent shield often. This will help you to love humankind freely and without judgment. If you're a woman, you can stick it in your bra. All right. If you are a man, and even if you don't want to put it in your bra, because sometimes they fall through, right? If you have pockets on your clothes, that's fine too. Jackets, it's fine too. It doesn't necessarily need to touch your skin. If you're into crystals, it does not necessarily need to touch your skin. It just needs to be on your person, basically. But they're just saying, to try to keep it. If you're meditating and you have a rose quartz, keep it close to your heart during this meditation. Okay. Strange fruit. Embrace your differences. That's my specialty. I embraced my weird a long time ago, but that is a bit of a sassy looking unicorn there. So I'm kind of looking forward to that one. Strange fruit. Let's see. Strange fruit. Here we go. Embrace your differences. It is the sweet briar. Briar? I should have worn my other glasses for this one. The sweet briar rose. Briar rose was actually Princess Aurora in Sleeping Beauty. Her name, I believe, in the actual book was not the Disney book, the actual book was Briar Rose. It's grown for its honey, I believe so. I knew this a long time ago, so don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. The sweetbriar rose is grown for its honey-eyed apple scent and plump red rose hips. Once the flowers have bloomed, they fall from the plant, leaving behind the shiny red beauties packed full of vitamin C. So now you know when you're in the vitamin store or going down the vitamin aisle, rose hips come from the briar rose. Rose hips make delicious jams, teas, syrups, and liqueurs. So, eccentric, colorful, hedonistic, dare to be different. Strange fruit whispers this. You don't have to conform. You do not have to conform. You don't have to be like everybody else. People might make fun of you. People might do this, that, or the other. A lot of times when people make fun of you, it's because they don't have the same strength you do to just be who you are. So again, eccentric, colorful, hedonistic, dare to be different. Strange fruit whispers, you do not have to conform. This unicorn represents the archetype of the artist and the philosopher, the unconventional, the weird, and the wonderful. Embrace your differences, your oddness, your avant-garde ways. Just be yourself unapologetically. Rage against the beigeists. The boring people, basically. Those humorless people, dull, bland, and conformist who like to keep you in your place. It's a term coined by the Jesus, Scottish comedian Billy Connolly. He's funny. Some people are meant to be beige and others are meant to be colorful rainbows, and there's no use trying to fight it. This unicorn encourages you to lift yourself up out of the mundane and try something wonderfully silly just for fun. I used to be a beigist. I did. I was kind of like Superman, right? I mean, I'm not saying I'm Superman, just kind of like Superman, how, you know, the old, 1978 Superman, Christopher Reeve Superman, where literally he's just kind of walking around in his suit, just being Clark Kent. And then poof, the minute somebody needs Superman, he opens his shirt and there's all this color, right? It's just all this color. He's going like in a black suit with a black tie and a white shirt. And then he opens up his shirt and it's like blue and yellow and red. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I was that person. I didn't know how to show my inside. I didn't know how to show, you know, that this crazy part of me that was there around, you know, like the people closest to me, and sometimes even just to myself. And then one day I thought, you know, I just want to be more exciting. I was basically called an old lady at 17. Okay. I know that sounds terrible, but the person that said that to me, they were like, you know, you act like an 80-year-old instead of 17-year-old. I thought about that and it really kind of flipped a switch because I wanted to be fun. I needed that permission. I needed that permission to be fun. And sometimes I think I still need to give myself that permission because sometimes I think I forget and I slip back into that beige mode. It's okay to be a beigist though. If that's what tickles your funny bone and that's what makes you happy, that's okay. But think about whether or not you actually are a beigist or not. Do you have fun doing things with people? You know, it doesn't have to fit other people. Okay? I mean, you always talk about the popular kids and the unpopular kids, but you know, the unpopular kids are popular amongst each other. That's their tribe. It's just we label them. And we label them unfairly because what this group over here has going on for them may be completely different from what this group over here has going on for them, you know, for them. And it happens, you know, just because you don't know the captain of the football team doesn't mean you're a nerd. Okay. It just means you're different. You have a whole different set of friends. So don't let people shame you. Okay. Don't let people shame you into, you know, not being who they want you to be. Just be yourself. I was amongst the we all call ourselves the misfits. But I loved my friends and I wouldn't have changed anything, especially in high school. I would not have changed anything. We were all different. We were all, you know, kind of just who we were. We were individuals. We were individuals who all just kind of magnetized to each other on one specific lawn. And we were a community and we got each other through the day. You know, so then we all grew up. Fireworks. Put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. What card is that? Number 3. Put yourself out there. Because you're a firework, right? Like the Katy Perry song. It's an ornamental onion. We had this one last week. At first, the ornamental onion is not what it seems. It begins life as a hunched over green stem, a seemingly unobtrusive weed. However, in the summer, it suddenly bursts into a flower. This unicorn appears when self-consciousness or shyness is hindering your progress. Don't be afraid to show the world what you excel at. Displays of talent, personal power, and even wealth are not always a negative thing. They can be appropriate in the right circumstances. Many creative people feel uncomfortable about self-promotion and making money from their craft. Indeed, self-promotion is often seen as arrogant, egotistical, and vain. Not such good qualities. However, focus on this part. Toiling away on secret projects and not sharing your progress or triumphs with others is counterproductive. Putting yourself out there and on display can lead to new opportunities, invitations, money, even awards and promotions. It's perfectly acceptable to make good money from your creative talents and by letting people know that letting people know this, you can inspire others too. The fireworks unicorn asks you to suspend judgment of yourself and others when it comes to the glorious business of showing off. Being a quiet achiever isn't best in this situation because chances are you'll be overlooked. Break through that bashful barrier. Your time is now. Actively promote yourself and your excellent qualities and start by letting people know how you can help them with your gifts and talents. It's a win-win situation. So I think a lot of times, you know, when I first started doing these videos, I struggled because it's like I've mentioned before. I was so afraid that people would think, oh my God, you're just so lame, blah, blah, blah. But here's the deal. When you're not being a narcissist about it, it's not showing off. It's not being egotistical. And by narcissist, I mean, when you sit there and say, yeah, well, you should watch my show because I know everything and I'm perfect and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I mean, how often do we actually hear that? We don't. Unless it's somebody being sarcastic and in jest, in which case we just laugh and think it's hilarious, right? The point is, it's okay to do your vlogs. It's okay to do your blogs. It's okay to put whatever it is you want to put out there. Sure, somebody may not like it. It may not resonate with them, but there will be a lot more who do. Okay? The one thing we have to remember about life, especially on social media, there are always going to be trolls. Okay? There are always going to be trolls. This is one of the reasons why I actually keep my Facebook page shut down to people I do not know. My lives are public. I make them public so that if you search me and you don't look on YouTube, you will find me here under my name. But you'll only see what I decide to make public. I make these public because they are my lives. Majority of my audience is here, and I like it. But I don't accept people in because there was a time when somebody would say, hey, this person's pretty fun, blah, blah, blah. And I'd let them in and they would start fights with people in the comments of my page. And I would kick them out. And then I'd get these nasty messages later saying, well, I can't believe, you're so close-minded. I'm not close-minded. I'm very open-minded. But when you add nothing but negativity to something, not even positivity, when you're literally just sitting there trying to pick fights with people, it's not worth it to me. So now I just keep my page closed to good family, family, close friends. Even some of my family's not on my Facebook page, but I keep a tight ship, is what I'm basically saying, except for my lives. My lives will always be public to you because I think it's important to get these messages out there. Okay? So, I had one deck left, but we're not going to get to it. I'm being told it's not a big deal. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for hanging in there. I will see you Monday, February 28th. Can you believe it? It's almost the end of the month. I know, right? Have a great weekend, guys. Happy Aloha Friday. Have a wonderful Aloha Friday, okay? Enjoy your weekend. I will see everybody back here Monday for Hodgepodge Monday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here, Facebook Live. Again, it is public, so anybody can watch, or you can catch the replay on YouTube under the Aloha Perspective with Shelly Marie Lucas. That's me. And yeah, if you go on YouTube, feel free to click and subscribe. And I also post it to Twitter, so after it's uploaded to YouTube. So there you have it. You got it all. You got it all. Again, I hope everybody got what they needed to hear today. If you did not, come back next Friday. Put out your intentions during the week. Ask your guides to bring it to me. Hopefully, you will get a message. And remember, even if you are watching this later, the message still applies. It doesn't matter if it's live or not. The message applies. Okay? So, have a great day, and I will talk to you all on Monday. Thank you so much for watching.